You want to be able to be in an ecosystem where, you know, like Darnell said, we have your back. And so this is a great way to show it. Buying local, buying Black.
You know, I think it's super important just so that we know that these business owners know that we hear them, we see them, and that we're with them. Of course, they're open year round, but this is a week that's specifically for them to let them know that we are here for you. We are supporting you. We know that right now it's trying times that the economy is, and we want to support you. Definitely want to support you.
Hey, welcome back to another episode of Empower716. I'm your host, Rob Lowry, and this is a podcast dedicated to business owners, entrepreneurs, side hustlers, and career shifters, those who are dedicated to growing their life and business. So we're back with an episode dedicated to Black Restaurant Week. So here in Buffalo, this 8th year of celebrating the Black Restaurant Week, and excited to learn more about Black Restaurant Week as well. And so this is an event that is hosted by Buffalo Urban League Young Professionals. And so today I have the president and vice president here today. And why don't you introduce yourselves?
All right. Thanks for watching Empower716. My name is Darnell J. Haywood Jr. I am the president of the Buffalo Urban League Young Professionals.
Thanks for watching Empower716. My name is Jasmine Westbrook. I am the vice president of the Buffalo Urban League Young Professionals.
Buffalo Urban League Young Professionals are the affiliate of the Buffalo Urban League. Same mission, empowering and changing lives within the community. The demographics that we have is 21 through 40. And we focus on professional development, volunteerism, advocacy, and all of that, not just throughout certain times of the month or through the year, but it's all year.
Our organization, I love it because you really get out whatever you want to put in. It's a membership-based organization, but it's not membership-based organization that requires you to attend a certain amount of meetings in order to be a member. And so if you know at this season in your life, you can be very dedicated for a specific committee, help with a big event such as our soiree, which is our large fundraiser each year where we select a scholarship recipient to honor. And we also honor community members in the age bracket of 21 and 40. Then we're like, come on, please help us with that planning. And then if you're like, okay, work and family is just taking over, okay, we'll see you next year. We're not going to boot you. Nice. You know, it's that type of organization. And it's also great too because it's a collective of different career paths. And so I really enjoy the organization because you're able to learn a new skill set.
When you think of our young professional group, like Jazz said, one thing I always say about Jazz is she is our longest member.
I am.
Wow.
She is our longest member.
The oldest with longevity, not oldest in age.
That is true. That is true. But just even starting from college, you don't have to have a college degree. Yeah. You can, any working professional, even if you don't have a job, we have the space and the capacity to help you to get into that career, the connections to get you to that degree, to get you into that trade school. Mm-hmm. So it's not like a lot of people think of us like we're just this cliche professional organization. Yeah. But we meet you where you are. So, I mean, if you're looking to get into a certain space, we're able to connect you with certain individuals, certain companies, certain organizations to help you thrive within your career.
The purpose was to really just grow the visibility of our Black restaurants and also to give them a centralized space where we can advertise. Yeah. Again, we're doing this all in a volunteer space. We're not specialists in this, but we do know how to pull the skill sets we do have together. So we started as a weekend, asking restaurants, I believe that was 2017. So to create a deal, $20.17. Wow. Similar to how regular restaurant week is. And it just grew. So we started in February, then during Black History Month, and then in a different administration in a few years, we did it around Juneteenth. And then now we're doing it in August, which is Black Business Month. And so still the same purpose. And we've actually have developed different partnerships across the time span, which has, I think, benefited the restaurants. And I know Darnell will talk a little bit more, but this year, our large partner is Exchange at Beverly Gray.
Okay.
And the resources that are there are now an extension that we know as volunteers, we can't help the restaurants, nor will we try, but we were able to have a community partner already existing that can help the restaurants if they want to use the services.
Over the last 2 years, I'll say 3 years that I've been a part of it, they love it. A lot of restaurants don't feel that they have the tools to market their business. And we have the news come out. There was 1 year, I remember, I think it was like maybe Daytime Buffalo. They were there at 5 o'clock in the morning at a bakery at Cake Crazy at 5:30 in the morning eating cupcakes. Wow. So just creating that visibility, that customer retention, as well as showing what they need to do to market in certain areas. And I think the businesses love it. Even this year, we are recording, I'll say 3 different businesses that participated last year, just to let's see how was it last year for them, what are they looking for, and how to bring customers in. So just definitely an exciting time.
So speaking to someone who's listening who is a business owner and they want to participate either this year or next year, kind of walk us through the process of how to get involved in that.
Absolutely. It's a super easy process. We have currently, the website will be up hopefully next week. But right now we have a Google form where we look at the type of restaurant it is, the type of cuisine that you're offering, the deals that you're offering. And as Jazz said, the most important part is the partnership that we have with the Exchange of Beverly Gray. As a banker, 20-year banker, it's great to create that form of stability for businesses. With the Exchange, the services that they offer are free to the community. And a lot of people don't know that. Yeah. So with these restaurant owners, business owners, we want to make sure that we're connecting them with these resources, whether it's from marketing, whether it's to getting capital, whether it's just to be a sustainable business in this economy at that. And that's a great partnership that I'm excited that we're able to have with the Exchange. But we are, of course, on Instagram as well as on Facebook that you're able to look at Black Restaurant Week 716. There's a QR code that directs you to the form that you just fill out. Include your logo, your menu items, your website. And then what we're going to do is transpose those into a new website where everyone is able to go on just to see what's being offered.
I love it. What's different this year besides the partnership for Black Restaurant Week?
We've had some new participants sign up. And so that is one thing, like over the years, we have seen some businesses close. Some businesses are no longer brick and mortar. They might have stepped back, especially during the pandemic. That was a big thing. It's expensive to even take care of our daily necessities. So I could just imagine how it's impacting our restaurants, especially local brands, with community members struggling to even stay afloat on their necessities to then be able to support. So it is good to see that we have new businesses that are signing up. And that's what I'm excited to help with, that visibility, with that exposure, as Darnell mentioned, with the news clips and any media. That's something that they can share on their own and use for forever. It's a digital footprint.
Is that something that the Beverly Gray Exchange help with, as far as like, if I'm looking as a business owner, I participate and see the results of participating in Black Restaurant Week, and then I find out maybe I need some assistance or resources with more marketing strategies and things of that nature, or even funding?
I would definitely say the Exchange offers a suite of various products for all businesses, not just for food entrepreneurs, because it's not just food that we have for Black Restaurant Week. From bakeries to juiceries to mixologists, I'll say. There's a range of opportunities for these business owners, not just the marketing, but even on the capital building side, making sure, I mean, it is Black Business Month as well that we're celebrating, but if they're not an MWB, that process is free that they offer. So just setting up these businesses to get some form of capital, grants, there's a lot of grants out there for certain businesses, even if you are a restaurant owner. If you need a storefront, I know there's certain organizations that actually offer free grants to put your sign up. depending on what area you are in the city of Buffalo. Just creating and being a vessel to these business owners during the month, not just during this month, but throughout the year, to let them know that the exchange is there to help them to be sustainable.
I want to support Black Restaurant Week. How, as a consumer, do you get the information out to me, or how do I kind of navigate through those participating restaurants?
So on our social media channels, again, Black Restaurant Week 716 on both Facebook and Instagram. We'll have flyers that each restaurant will have to circulate. It'll have the QR code directed towards the website that all the participating restaurants or eateries will be listed on. Okay. And then depending on the restaurant, you'll be able to see if they have like online ordering, if they're takeout, if they're a sit down. So we direct it straight to whatever website or social media that restaurant uses. And so that's another way like the Beverly Gray can help down the line for restaurants who may not have that website creation, but they might be just relying on social media. But we're meeting the restaurants where they're at.
What are you both looking forward to Black Restaurant Week?
Well, I'm just looking. I love Black Restaurant Week. I love trying new foods, especially I'm born and raised in Buffalo. So it's when I'm able to learn of a new restaurant or a new eatery, it just makes me happy. So I'm really just interested in eating and just trying something new.
I think it's super important just so that we know that these business owners know that we hear them, we see them, and that we're with them. I think this week alone for Black Restaurant Week, it allows us to display. Of course, they're open year round, but this is a week that's specifically for them, to let them know that we are here for you. We are supporting you. We know that right now it's trying times in the economy. And we want to support you. Definitely want to support you.
It's time to take pride in our restaurants that are local and like these are our neighbors. You want to be able to be in an ecosystem where like Darnell said, we have your back. And so this is a great way to show it. Buying local, buying Black. If people tag us, we'll share it on the social media, especially on the stories. It makes it so much easier because the stories are not a thing like that in 2017. That makes it just really great so we can share the experience on a digital platform. And then it's a great use as well for the restaurants because if you're tagging them as well, it's helping with their publicity. And they can see the real feedback as well.
Also, I will say, even when you go to these restaurants, write reviews. So let's get these reviews up. It helps the business itself too, just to see where they may be lacking or where they're doing great at, and just to help them to be sustainable.
So is there one thing I probably an audience or audience members probably want to ask? Is there a cost to participate?
It is free.
Awesome. It is
that's
free.
Awesome. And that's something that has changed over the years as well, because now we have sponsors that we've developed over the years. Again, like I mentioned when I was soiree earlier, or we just have people who's like, we see what you're doing in the community. So we actually have this space to not charge because we print off a sticker to go in the window. Like we're not pocketing the money, but just those small little costs. That's what I think it was like $25 or $50, like between that range, depending on the year, depending on what we had in bank. So
even I'll say to this date, even though the signs were from 2024,
people still have them up.
People still have them up.
That's wow.
It's a sense of pride.
That's awesome.
We have the age group of 21 through 40 is a large age group. It's exciting just to see the range of age groups, the range of different professions, and their input on what we're doing. And even before I became president, I was excited being just a member. I mean, I did chair a few committees before I became president, but just being a member, seeing the impact of Black Restaurant Week, seeing the impact of the work of the Buffalo Urban League young professionals within the community, it's great. I love it. I'm happy now to serve as president, excited to see some things coming to fruition, and excited to have my vice president over here that I know I throw random ideas at her randomly at night, but she catch them. So it's I love the work that we do. I love the mission of the Buffalo Urban League, and we have a great team of young professionals within the city.
And we're living in such trying times. I think it's good to know that you did your part with what you could do. And so an initiative like this is like, okay, I know that I'm great at creating a video. Let me help on the comms team. I know I'm great at at doing outreach. Let me help with reaching out to these different restaurant owners to make sure they're aware of this. Then we have members that step up to do that, doing the part that they know that they can do.
I want to say to both of you, thank you for your leadership. And it's really, I would say, important to have leaders who love what they do and are passionate. And so I feel that vibe from both of you. And I think that is probably spread through the chapter. And then what you guys are doing collectively with supporting the business community, which is obviously well needed.
So for business owners, visit our social media. We're on Facebook and Instagram, Black Restaurant Week 716. We have a flyer that is pinned on the top of our page that has our Google form on it. If you have issues or you're not on social media, you can email our president. We have all of the list of the participating restaurants. We'll have that link available on our social media as well. The dates are August 11th to August 17th.
Well, thank you both for joining us. This has been another episode of Empower 716.